Hi, I'm Justin Byrd. I have two kiddos at Platte River Academy, and I have a third coming. She's a couple years out, but I have a 9-year-old who's in third grade. His name is Hudson. And I have a cute little 6-year-old who's in kindergarten, and they are bundles of fun. What I do for work, I'm a wealth manager and financial planner. I spend a large amount of my time investing money and looking at financial plans for clients and looking at all the wonderful ins and outs of the markets. It's always a thrill, but it's also a very significant challenge on a constant daily basis to stay on top of things that way. Well, this is kind of a great question because it really touches the heartbeat of what's fun for me. I actually am an alumni, and one of the fun parts is what I love about this school specifically is the history and the culture that this school has and has retained and maintained since I was in school. One of the many benefits of Platte River is that it's a very close community. It's a great community. The people are kind, and it's a great place to really give your kid a tremendous education. That's really what I love about Platte River Academy. Our staff are tremendous. We have a great board. We have great administration. It's hard to find a fault in Platte River. As far as summarizing my involvement at Platte River Academy, I am actively on the governing board. I've had the privilege to spend time as the vice president of these last two governing boards with two great presidents. They've done a tremendous job. So as far as my involvement, it's really been concentrated in the governing board arena. There is also the fun side of having kids in school, and so we spend time in the classroom and different committees and different organizations, really being active in our community. We spend time in committees as well. Much of my time at Platte River Academy has been spent working with different operational details that we've needed for our school, working with our administration, working through any hiring or any discussions that we've had related to resources that we need to provide for teachers. As far as how I plan to be involved in the future, whether or not I'm on the board, it will be active in our committees. We have a few great committees that really do need some help and active participants. So I would hope that I can spend time with our SAC committee, a little more time there, really listening and hearing what's going on in our school from a homework element and whether or not we have good behavior. I'd also like to spend time in the fundraising element to see if we can't generate some more revenue for our school and see that our school can get what it needs in terms of resources and benefits with a tight state budget. As far as skills that I bring to the board, specifically, I spend a lot of time looking at financial matters, so whether that's cash flow assessments and reviewing if there's cash flow coming in, to asset management, looking at are we actively and correctly managing what assets we do have, managing liabilities. From a financial standpoint, I would say that that's a skill set where I'm well versed here at our school. I have had time working in the management side of things, looking at an operational structure, reviewing do we have too much weight and too little weight in different areas as far as staff. As far as skill set, that's certainly an area where I spend time, and more just being a friendly face at school. So really in terms of what skills do I bring, it's really passion directed towards this school and passion directed towards what we're trying to accomplish in the coming years. Oh man, if the school budget was unlimited, everybody always says a new building. No, truly I'd make sure our staff are well paid according to what needs to happen, that our kids would not have a want, that there would make sense in making sure our curriculum's funded, making sure our staff are corrected, that we have all the necessary needs in a classroom. It really would be allocated to resources that the school could use. We have an older building, so we have to maintain a lot of our building, so making sure that we are kept up with all of our different maintenance programs, and the current team has done a wonderful job at assessing those needs and funding those needs, but still having an unlimited school budget would be great to be able to make sure our roof's taken care of, aesthetically it looks well, we have a new parking lot, whatever that might look like. Investing the resources not only in building but also in staff so that our kids can benefit. For top 3 priorities, policy management is certainly something that we're actively working on. What that means is specifically itemizing each individual policy and making sure that those policies are thought through from a governing board level. We're really updating a lot of our documents to make sure that what we have is appropriate for our school, that it's appropriate for the time, and that it's listening to all the right areas. We will have some significant challenges coming forward, financial management, considering our state is underfunded and has spent more than they should have. So it means that we need to be conscious of how we spend our funds to make sure that we can keep this school in good standing. And then as far as aesthetic side to the building, one of my top priorities would make sure that the money that we have raised goes to what we have allocated it for, to make sure that our school building has the outdoor facilities that we need, as well as making sure we maintain the Blue Ribbon School of Excellence. So looking at all those different categories, so academically that would be a primary, aesthetically in the physical building, making sure that the building is safe and inhabitable and that we have all the right pieces of the puzzle, and then making sure our policies are well kept. Thank you for being a part of our great community. Very specifically, I absolutely love that our community is focused on our students, and it's focused on really making the school what it is today. Frankly, thank you, and I appreciate all of our candidates that are running. I know a few of them, and I'm excited to know what the next phase looks like, and I'm thrilled to see how the next coming years look for Platte River Academy, whether or not I'm on the board. It will be a very fun opportunity to see our school grow and see the school prosper.